back to the channel. Hope you are well. So today I'm going to take you through my training split, also some nootropics. But first, we got some big nutrition changes this morning. So protein, now macro-wise, protein's now at 176, carbs 324, fat 67. So we're at 2,700 calories basically, which still kind of baby food to be honest. But looking forward to eating more, getting hench. A little thick at the moment, but gonna make the most out of this bulking phase because it will likely be my last true, I guess, bulking phase, growth phase where I do push body weight up ever. Well, actually, I don't want to say ever, but at least for the next like year or two after my next diet phase, gonna stay pretty lean and pretty sharp, sacrifice some gains, do the good old Greg Doucette main gain. Not optimal, but I don't have any plans to compete or anything. And after this bulking phase, I'll be pretty happy with the level of muscle I carry. And then I'll just slowly grow while staying pretty sharp condition-wise. So today, I wanted to start the video off with some biohacking, showing you my nootropic stacks, the performance enhancers for the brain. So nootropics, something I've been diving into for quite a while now, so I just want to take you through my daily nootropic staples just to get the cognitive function on point, be the most productive I can be, and then the daily check-in stack I use, and then the BJJ stack because I just went to the gym and check out BJJ, which likely going to start in the near future, probably in the next couple weeks. So you know, gotta have the nootropic stack on point before I even start. Obviously want to get any edge I can get, even though I'm still going to get mangled. I did do BJJ in like 2 years ago though, but those guys were looking mad serious, so we shall see. So the staples, first we have lion's mane, we have saffron extract, and we have rhodiola. Now lion's mane isn't going to have much of a nootropic effect, but it does drive BDNF, long-term brain drive nootropic factor. Saffron I like because of its appetite suppressing effects, and it gives you a nice little mood lift. Rhodiola I like for focus, alertness, but also it's an adaptogen. So if cortisol is too low, it'll bring it up, and if cortisol is too high, it will bring it down. So getting some stress resilience there as well. Now if you are going through someone going through like a stressful period at work or school, it does have a half-life of 6 hours, so you could take 3 a day, basically get an additional layer of stress resilience throughout the whole day, which is something I'll do with clients if they're going through a busy period. Now on check-in days, when I want good memory retention, I want fast processing speed, and I also want good verbal fluency because I need to be chill. I don't want to speak in crazy fast, cracked out, so I'm able to explain sometimes what can be a little bit of complex processes and topics to clients whilst interpreting their data and be able to retain that data. So the stack on check-in days, which is 3 times per week at the moment, includes again rhodiola, choline, uridine monophosphate, which stack quite well together, along with 3 grams of EPA and DHA from a good quality fish oil, and then to smooth out the caffeine, some L-theanine, just ran out this morning, but that's the stack. Now maybe once per week I'll use intranasal C-Max, which is a peptide that really locks you in. Now for the cool one, the jiu-jitsu stack, I want some fast decision making and skill acquisition. So uridine to increase the sensitivity to dopamine receptors, combined with choline, again, fish oil, again, an activated B complex, and then depending on how I'm feeling, maybe some rhodiola some days. I'm ready to lock in, take some limbs and shit. More like get fucked up realistically, but we will get there. So gonna get some work done. Got a new client set up, a podcast to edit. If you haven't checked that out, link is below. I'm gonna edit the one on methylene blue, which is also part of this stack. I use it 4 times per week on training days, so did definitely pop it this morning, but not included in this just because this is more, I guess you could call this a beginner nootropic stack, but methylene blue is also a nootropic I utilize as well. So podcast is linked in the description. I talk some cool shit there. Then get that done and whip up the first meal of the day. Alright, so we got the usual meal one. We got 3 eggs with 100 grams of egg whites, some kimchi, sauerkraut. Then we got 80 grams cream of rice, went with the peanut butter flavor today. 100 grams blueberries about, and then 60 grams raspberries. Sometimes I'll just split it. Sometimes I'll go more blueberries, raspberries. Sometimes I'll go any type of berry. I'll go strawberries or maybe blackberries, but and then 20-ish grams of honey on top, raw honey. I usually like the honey that you can like pour on top like this, but they were out at the store, so unfortunately had to rock with the less superior version. So also meal prepped next 2 meals to proper preparation prevents poor performance. So one thing with meal prepping, if you're someone who struggles to kind of stay consistent with your food, in here we just got a little bit of lettuce. I like putting it just to give it a little more volume because I am a little hungry. Cucumber, green beans, ground beef, banana, and then kimchi. Some hot sauce on there as well. And then in this one, same thing, except steak. I do these little steak bits and then rice as well in both. So, and some kimchi. So I get a top sirloin, cut it up into like cubes, and then I'll either put it in the pan or I'll air fry it like I did today. And yeah, because after the gym, going to Pure Muscle, which is like 50 minutes from here, and then going to visit my bro, because he's near there as well. So again, no need to miss, just meal prep your meals. And also make your meals simple. Like you see, I just switched my protein sources in both, and I added banana to one. So the rice cooker comes in clutch, super simple. And then just cooked up a batch of green beans for my veg and call it a day. So if you're someone who does struggle with staying consistent on your diet, I would just say set up a meal plan for yourself. Keep it super simple. Meal prep on your rest days if you want to. I personally just meal prep some of my stuff in batch. Like I'll cut up all my steak bits. Like I'll take a bunch of steak, tenderloin steak, I'll cut them all up in a bit, so I got like a bowl, and I'll season it so it's ready. I'll just throw it in the air fryer. Same thing with my chicken. I'll cut my chicken up, and then I'll just leave it in like a container or bowl, again already seasoned, so I can just throw it in the air fryer or the pan, however I'm going to cook it. And then really I'm set. Same thing with my potatoes. Cut all the potatoes up, season it, so you get the gist. The only meal I really make on the spot is this meal, just because this would like taste quite garbage prepping it, and there's also no need. It doesn't take that long to make. But also if I make my Ninja Creamy, well, the Ninja Creamy is pretty much just put it in one button and it's ready. So yeah, gonna eat this. Make the pre-workout, which got a Gorilla Mind stim-free pre-workout. Gonna try the Orange Rush flavor. And then the intra workout, which if you're not familiar, is I've probably said a bunch of times what it is on this, but the optimal intra workout setup, essentially 60 grams of carbs through carbohydrate powder, which is a mix of highly branched cyclic dextrin and maltodextrin. EAAs, 15 grams, stimulate MPS, muscle protein synthesis. Again, 10 grams creatine. I just throw the creatine in there. I take 20 grams creatine a day just for the brain health benefits as well. So I'll take 10 in the morning, 10 intra. Sometimes I'll put glutamine in the intra. And I'm missing something. Electrolytes, yeah, pack a LMNT. And that's a pretty optimal setup. Gonna fuel the workout. So I guess I'll see you guys at the gym. Exactly what you mean to me. And I'm not perfect.
I sit back and I watch. I put time into my craft all the time, spinning the box, I need God. I've been stressed, but I guess I ain't stressed enough cause I ain't ball. Don't beg me cause if I start helping you, then I be wrong. He ain't take it how I took it, I took that one to the heart. I bulletproof my car, but my gun still under my arm. If you ever catch me fucking with these bitches, it be porn. Get a word out of my children cause they ain't asked me to be born. I'm clutching, yeah, I keep ratchet. I never talk to police, I never tell them where it happened. Nigga ever play with me, he disappear, I don't care about it. You never know about my problems, never tell them if they ask me. I wake up in the morning and go get it so fast, and my legs still ashy, my head still nappy. I wake up in the morning and go get it so fast, then my drawers still bag, yeah, I gotta make it happen.
I know, sometimes I'm hard to read between the lines, but you know exactly what you mean to me. And I'm not perfect, but I hope that I'm worth it to you. And I'm not perfect, I hope that I'm worth it to you.
Just got this bad boy here. F1 Lego car. I'm gonna try to get I haven't started it yet because it's quite intense. It's a little bit It's a little bit daunting, to be fair. But I'm trying to get 3 of these and then hang them up here. So with they make some sick frames for them. So obviously Mercedes, then I'll maybe go McLaren or Ferrari. We shall see. Maybe Red Bull. I don't know. But yeah, I find these super sick. So gonna get after this later today. Nice little wind down time. So I'll put my training plan on the screen somewhere. But essentially I train 4 times per week. So I run an upper lower split that goes upper lower rest, lower rest. So 2 rotations for each day. So upper A, upper B, lower B. And the reason I split those second 2 upper and lower days, instead of going upper lower rest, I do upper lower rest lower, so I can program delts and arms and abs before the second lower day. And I wouldn't recommend this necessarily for everyone, but if you have a priority body part, in this case on the upper body, like the delts, it might be biceps or triceps or all 3, it's a great opportunity to train them at a higher frequency and give them more volume. And the earliest sets in your workout are always going to generate the greatest total net hypertrophy per set, because your greatest motor unit recruitment. So the greatest hypertrophy stimulus is always going to come earliest in your workout, because as the workout goes on, for every additional set you perform, there's going to be a slight reduction in the stimulus because fatigue accumulates throughout a workout, and because of that, motor unit recruitment slightly decreasing as well. So if you're watching this and you got a weak body part like the delts, like biceps or triceps, and you're maybe not as concerned towards, let's say, your quad or hamstring growth potentially, don't be afraid to put that weak body part first in a workout where it usually wouldn't be there. So a little bit unorthodox, but yeah, that's the training split. Gonna probably run this split for at least finishing up this bulking phase, and then honestly probably into the cut as well, because yeah, I love it, to be honest. 4 times a week is a perfect frequency for me. I did train 5 times per week for the past 3 months, so this is the second full week on this split. And the reason I changed splits because school's starting up, coaching's getting a little busier, and I just wanted that extra rest day, give me some more time, just in general. And 4 to 5 times per week, the difference not crazy, especially when you're equating for volume, number of sets per body part per week. So not a huge deal. 4 to 5 times per week, still pretty optimal. You can say the same for 4 to 5 meals. Versus the difference between 4 to 5 meals, not that crazy. I will say 5 meals is better than 4. Even 6, if you can manage 6, just because you're spiking muscle protein synthesis more throughout the day. But yeah, you're getting in the minutia there, to be honest. So wouldn't really stress about that. And I find that 4 times per week just allows me to manage stress a little bit better. I remember even on the 5 times per week, partly this is due to improving my own routine and getting more productive. But just kind of cramming, honestly, it was just a little bit time consuming for what I was doing at the time, just trying to put out the podcast, the YouTube, coach as well, and deliver a high level of service, so I'm not rushing through client check-ins or rushing through someone's onboarding video or setup for that matter. And yeah, so I just find 4 times a week works well. Enough waffle for me. So that is the training split. Went over some nootropics at the beginning of the video, so hopefully you guys can take some of that. I would definitely utilize those. Nootropics are sick, to be honest. So if you have like a little bit of extra budget, I guess, for supplements, you already got the basics nailed. I will say the best nootropic is high quality sleep. So if you don't got your sleep locked in, I wouldn't really spend the money on like any nootropic supplement, because they're kind of just working against each other. So get your sleep locked in, dial in that sleep environment, all that good, pretty much all the good habits you could do, getting more in sunlight, etc. I won't go too deep into it. Again, I got a full podcast on that and a full YouTube video if you want to really lock in your sleep. But then I'd go down the nootropic route, and you will notice that you will be able to stay focused for longer. Your attention span will improve. If you're someone in school, like learning during class is such a bitch. So I personally, I mean, I probably shouldn't say this. Who gives a fuck, actually? But I don't really go to much classes. But I'd rather just like learn on my own time. But if you're someone who has to go to class, like I know I got a couple clients in sciences, and yeah, they've taken advantage of the nootropic stacks that I've provided for them, for their, especially when they're doing like labs. If you're someone who's in sciences and you got like labs, just taking advantage of that, being locked in, dialed in as best as possible. They've seen notable benefit and pretty robust outcomes. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Hella waffle to finish off the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in building episode 8. So 8 weeks into the bulk, and yeah, we're getting hench, getting focused as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.